with nuclear waste sites that are making people sick. Do you know how many nuclear waste sites and Superfund sites that either have uranium underneath the ground or other things are now people are finding cancers in their communities because they buried nuclear waste from the Manhattan Project days underneath where they live? And it's also contaminating groundwater. Jen, a few people said the Patreon link's not working, so take a look at that if you can. And by the way, when we're talking about oligarchy, shall we forget that Puerto Rico, these lies that are coming out about 75% of electricity is restored? Well, I'm actually talking to people on the ground there who I've been talking to through email. 75% of the electricity is not restored. People are going without water still. American citizens, by the way, going without water. And now they're trying to privatize that system. And the government is trying to privatize the entire energy system in Puerto Rico. It's called disaster capitalism. That's what they call it. Girly Gamer 86, we possibly will need some digital interns down the line. Nancy, next chapter out Wednesday, not tomorrow. Wednesday, March 21st. First of 2 chapters on Standing Rock. This chapter I'm releasing focuses a lot more on the beautiful things that happen at Standing Rock. Chapter 7 will be a lot of the ugly and horrific things. But the first chapter I wanted to put out a lot of the beautiful things that happened that didn't get a lot of attention that you might not have ever seen or known about. Wednesday. If you're a patron, that's patreon.com/Jordan Chariton. And my regular Patreon for reporting is patreon.com/Jordan Chariton Reports. So appreciate those of you who have subscribed and those of you who will subscribe after this. I think you'll love the podcast too. The podcast, I'm really focusing on interviewing activists from around the country in long-form interviews to get stories about what's going on in local communities out. So we could start challenging the powerful on the local level too. Thork said, Jordan, would you be interested in pictures of my bright green glowing creek emptying into Pittsburgh's water source? Sure. Email me. Email jordan@protonmail.com. That's email jordan@protonmail.com. And Jen also has the descriptions for my Patreons in the description box too. So if you're not getting it in the chat, it's in the description box too. Thanks so much. But I want to really focus on how important it is that Bernie's doing this tonight. How important it is for you guys to support independent media that's actually going to go out there and do what the corporate media won't. I'm not asking you to support me so I could go to a casino. Contrary to some rumors that were out there, I don't recklessly spend other people's money. I'm actually pretty frugal and cheap. But you need to support the independent media you want to see in the country so that we could make corporate media more and more irrelevant. Garden says, but natives, I like hearing Cenk scream about Trump and constantly pitch that fake bank that sponsors him. I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm not commenting. I'm not getting into that. Thork, Jordan can go to a casino once. Yes, I can with my money, not your money. I won't be spending your money. But it's very important because the bottom line is the only way you could make change in this country, look at me, I'm talking like a politician. I look like Bill Clinton. The only way that you could make change in this country is if you start waking people fucking up. Got to wake the people up. Frankly, you got to wake people up like my mother. God bless her. But she's uninformed. She watches Fox News. My father loves Trump. When I show them some of the work I'm doing, they're like, what? Why isn't Trump doing anything about this? When I was in Standing Rock and they saw my videos, they said, why isn't Obama doing anything about this? Most people, I say this often, most people are not lacking compassion. Most people don't know what the fuck is going on. You probably don't even know what's going on 5 minutes down the road from you. Go to your city council meetings. Find out what fuckery they're doing there. Yep, just got demonetized. What can you do? But I think it's, damn, Jordan, you can't convince your parents. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. And by the way, go check out my website too, jordanchariton.com. Really, really need your email too. As we build up our company, which you're going to love the name and you're going to love the logo and you're going to love the message, to be continued on those things, we need your email so that we could get around YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. But Bernie is tapping into something. And by the way, it's not just young people. Older people are starting to wake up too. There's some Clinton neoliberal Democrats that are starting to wake up. And see, you know what? My grandkids are kind of screwed. I've talked to people that supported Hillary Clinton that are now coming around to the progressive message and Bernie's message in particular. You know what's super important? As much as I think it's super important to develop political candidates, we need more independent and grassroots journalists to expose the oligarchy. Because the more you expose this, the more you activate people to do something. And the only way you get politicians who are bought off to change anything is if you apply enough fire up his or her anus. It's the only way. Because bought off people, whether it's politicians, plutocrats, they ain't going to do a damn thing until the public pressure is on. Until they're worried about their future, until they're worried about their security, until they're worried about their protection, their wallet. Sandra says, thank you. Us older people have been with Bernie longer than many millennials. Can I get an amen? And I'm not even religious, Sandra. Yeah, I got to tell you. And some people got mad at me on the road because I talked about millennials a lot, and I understood why. I wasn't trying to say there was no older folks supporting Bernie, but there are a lot of older progressives, 55, 60, 65 and up. The DNC, I was shocked to see how many older progressives were stomping along with more energy than even I had. It's not just a youth, Joy Reid, Joan Walsh, the Hillary crowd. They painted this image of old, white, angry males. It's white males, Bernie's crowd. No. It's older white females, younger white females, older black females, younger black men, Native Americans, Asians, brown, Latino. We are not all old farts. I'm an old fart. I've been going to bed at like 10 o'clock. Hugh Edwards, 9 grandkids. I hope they're doing well. We need them to be the media revolution. We need you to be the media revolution.